Welcome back to SL Chennai Speaks Out Season 2. This is our final round. It's called Third Umpire, and our topic, if you've just tuned in, social networking sites. Is it an effective tool for communication or an addiction? Over to the audience. The floor is yours.
Right. It's a two-part question for you. One, are you ostriches? And two, every generation had its share of technological innovation, which was decried to be the bane of the youth of that generation. At least most of us here are fairly hale and healthy. Why are you decrying the entire social networking concept as a whole? Why are you being such a generalist, and why are you being an ostrich?
Number one, we are not ostriches, but we are social animals. Number two, we are born, we are not downloaded in that case. So we have a certain aversion towards technology because the medium in which the technology works is very vulnerable. The virus. If you go to the internet and see the reports from the 2007, how the Facebook has leaked out information, it's stories, it speaks volumes. Kindly go to Google and check it out.
All right, the gentleman behind there, yes. Yes.
I'm able to follow my idol through Twitter. What's wrong in that? I'm able to access Sachin Tendulkar through Twitter. He's got stitches in his hand. It's going to heal in a couple of weeks, and I get to know that too through Twitter. What's wrong in that?
Okay.
Accessing news about a celebrity can be done anywhere, on any online platform or any other platform. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to access the information through a site which gives your information out. It's your information that we are concerned about,
yes,
not
sir.
the celebrity's information.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's good that you brought about the negatives also, but don't you think that benefits outweigh risks and you are now blowing it out of proportions?
I don't see a benefit. If there is a benefit, I'll certainly be little analytical.
Come on,
and see
I'll tell you one
working.
thing. Social networking
Yeah.
doesn't mean Facebook alone.
Yeah.
There are many.
Yes.
And for example, you take any topic today. I'm a pharma guy. If I want to, or a doctor, like we want to search something, you go into the search modes and then see all that.
Authenticity of the information, certainly it is not there. If you're a doctor, you certainly will
No,
go
no,
to
no.
Stanford
If
Research
I
and
know
other
him,
researchers,
what he is.
not to Facebook.
No, it's not about the information. It's also about who says. It is there.
Okay.
If I know him and he says, every time I don't need to call him up and I know who is talking, who's given the information. And it's not like you authenticate it by your own ways. Anyway, even if he is telling me a good information today sitting next to me, I'm going to authenticate it my own way. But I think benefits clearly outweigh risks,
All right.
and you're blowing it out of proportion.
Certainly it doesn't outweigh the risk. Number one, if you want to know the doctor, you can ask another doctor, your family doctor or something like that. Number one, because the information will be really genuine. There is also, I need to filter the information that comes through Facebook. Number one, the medium is vulnerable. All information, if you're really wise enough, you won't give enough information in the internet. I don't think professional people do that, please.
Yes, the young man here.
Analogous to freedom is responsibility. Don't you think we are responsible enough to be mature in Facebook and other social networking
Who is
sites?
the we you're talking about? Who's the
All
we you're
of us.
talking
Are
about?
we not mature?
I think there's no collective. There are individuals who make up the we. And each individual is different. So each individual's safety or security might be at stake depending on how responsible or irresponsible they are. Okay, so we cannot collectivize this, and that is our concern.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Vasu and Jayashree, will you say no to electricity?
So, number one, if I'm going to compare electricity and if I'm going to compare Facebook, people will certainly laugh at me.
I don't think so, because you can use electricity responsibly. Today we've reached a stage when we know exactly how to use electricity. I think the same thing will happen for social
See, that's the
networking
same
sites.
thing which I clarified. There is a distinction between internet, the World Wide Web, and social networking sites. We have not said no to the internet or to the, the World Wide Web. What we are saying is that social networking sites come with certain risks and hazards, and that is our concern. So it's not about electricity. Just because there's electricity, you won't put your finger, and put the switch on.
One more thing
You don't want a shock.
Electricity is
That's
well
the-
maintained, controlled through meters, and there are protection taken care. But as far as Facebook
We have only
is
love
concerned,
meters.
it's vulnerable.
Love meters. All right, yes.
There's a rumor that Facebook is going to charge $3 per user. Will you still be an addict?
It's not a question of whether you're being charged or not charged. It's not because I didn't get onto Facebook because it was free. Yeah. I didn't get
but
onto
his question
Facebook
is-
because it was free.
No, Gratian, his question is, if you are charged, will you still remain on Facebook?
Certainly. Certainly.
Will the population of other people who are addicts go down or will be the
There
same?
is I don't know where the word addict would come from, but if you're somebody who sits 24 hours on Facebook and does nothing else, then I would presume you're an
No,
addict.
6 hours,
But
6 hours a day. Many people say they can't get 6 hours of sleep, but you get 6 hours a day to be online.
yeah, you can be 6 hours a day online, but you're not 6 hours continuously online using the Facebook. It's in between. It's like me. When I get into the office in the morning, I open the Facebook, but it goes into a reduced corner. Then when I'm working, when I'm free, there is a pop-up message which says there is a message. I pop it open. I'm able to finish it off in a minute. It's a good break from my work, and I'm back with my work. So how does that make me an addict?
Charging money is a relative thing. There is a newspaper which was introduced at 1 rupee. Let's say 6 months later they charge 5 rupees for the same newspaper. It's my choice to take it up or leave it. That's all. If I feel the newspaper is worth it, I'll pay the 5 rupees.
But what he wants to know is if it's like a drug. The moment you get addicted to it tomorrow, how much ever you price it at, you'll have to take it.
I find use for the newspaper. I find it informative. I find it to be good. That's all. End of story.
To answer his question pointedly, it would be that yes, there could be a reduction, but there may not be a reduction.
All right. Yes.
See, when TV was invented, even that was termed as a distraction. Then everyone got used to it, and people know how to take the healthy information even out of TV. They get news channels and everything. And when cell phone came, again, it was termed as a distraction, but even now, each and every individual, a school-going kid, a third standard kid even has a cell phone. Same way, Facebook, Twitter, everything, we should know how to take the healthier point, right? When we know to take the healthier point, why not we use it?
Your college cell phone is banned, am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Inside the classroom.
Now you know that. Yeah. Not inside the class. Inside the campus, I think it is banned. Yes, it is banned. So they knew this is going to happen. Soon Facebook will be banned. Don't worry.
We are sure it won't be.
When Shashi Tharoor is tweeting, I think every politician should do like that. I want to know what he's doing. Actually, don't you think you should get to know what a politician is doing?
I think there are very responsible ways in which a politician or a bureaucrat should engage with the public. Because they are making policy statements, they are talking about the nation, they are talking about things that's going to affect everybody sitting in this room.
I don't think what he did was wrong. It's only because of media hype that this thing happened.
I was waiting for you to blame us. Okay, finally.
But you see, it was just because of media hype. Media followed it that much. That's the only reason.
The media is picking it up just because there are so many millions of people like us who are on the social networking sites. That's it.
The responsible people has to face the audience and the press, not Facebook.
Yes.
I had a friend in my first standard, and I was in Bombay, and I came back here. I lost total touch about her. There was no way that I could connect back to her. I didn't have a phone number, address, nothing. So thanks to Facebook, I was able to do it. And many people, my dad, he has found a lot of his school friends through Facebook. I don't think it's actually possible, like she said, I don't think it's actually possible in every way to go personally and find that person.
What about former girlfriends?
Yeah, correct, yeah.
Number one, how your friend has changed, we don't know. The reliability of the information, who your friend is, what he is doing now, we don't know. Number two, every school, every college has an alumnus. There's a body. If you go there, you'll get all the information, and you can have get-togethers. It happens in most of the schools. It comes in papers where they update each other.
How many past pupils are members of the alumni clubs?
See, I agree with you that it's possible to find old friends and reconnect with them on a social networking site and things like that. But like we are talking about advantages versus disadvantages, there is a certain platform that exists. What are the disadvantages and how much they outweigh the advantages is what we are talking about.
In Facebook or Twitter, why are you cheating others by giving false data about you? Somebody may fall in love by believing that false.
Why are you faking up a six-pack?
Just look at the distress on that face.
This is to Manoj. This is to Dr. Manoj. This is Dr. Manoj. Once again. This is to Dr. Manoj. Meno, why are you faking that six-pack?
Are you on Facebook? Boss, are you on Facebook?
No.
You're not on Facebook?
No.
Okay. On an average, let us say that people here on Facebook have somewhere between 200 to 500 friends on their list. Okay. I have 1,015 friends on Facebook. I know each of them on a personal level. I have not cheated one single person of them, and not one single person of them has cheated me. I feel Facebook is beautiful. It has done wonders for me.
Yeah, but to answer your question, there is really no answer. Why does a thief come to your house and rob your house? It's the same logic here. Why does somebody come in here and give false information?
Because you open a ground for the thieves to breed. That's a problem.
Then don't build houses. All of us can sleep in the open.
Why do you lock your door?
I'll show you houses where the doors have got triple locks and they've still come in.
Rule number one, if your door is locked, you're safer than if your door is open.
What about the grill thieves who remove the grills from the windows also?
Ultimately, however safe your house is, While you're going on the train, they'll give you a biscuit and they'll do it.
Overuse of anything is going to be a problem. You overuse medicines, it's going to be a problem. You overtake coffee, it's going to be a problem.
Use of poison is also a problem. Be careful. Not necessarily overuse of poison. Little also use poison, it will get into trouble.
Yeah,
Drugs,
exactly.
anything
So
for that
overuse
matter.
of anything is going to be a problem.
I think she's on our side. Let's wait.
No, okay.
Overuse of anything is going to be a problem. So you cannot really blame only Facebook. Okay, you go out of your house, there might be any problem.
Now we
with
know on
Facebook.
whose side she is.
And moreover, I have a cousin in Kuwait. I cannot talk to him every day over phone. Okay, I can actually.
You can
talk to
mail him.
I can mail him.
You can
but
mail
then
him.
I cannot share the pictures.
See, that's the point. You've
Mailing is not an easy
about.
process. You cannot download so many
No.
pictures at the same time and give.
Are
it
you
to
going
him.
to share pictures every day?
I want to talk to him every day. I want to see the pictures he posts every day. It's going to be really hard for me
Try
to do this
sending
through the mail.
That's what's
your
called
mail.
wasting of time, madam.
Really? Okay.
That's what's called wasting
All right,
of time.
yes.
Exactly.
Yes, yes.
Every day you want to post, every day you want to speak, please study.
All right, the lady in front,
I
yes.
guess time management has
You
to be
need
done a little
you
better.
need.
that's all.
All right, okay, fine, yes.
I would just like to ask you if you think Facebook is very costly for you to use. I would like to give you an example for that. I have a friend of mine. She recently started designing clothes, okay? And she advertised that on Facebook. She basically used Facebook as a platform for her to market her clothes.
Okay.
And now my school principal was a customer. I mean, you know, look at the kind of exposure she got.
Okay, number one.
She requests her price on Facebook. She says how much each and every cloth is.
Okay.
So she's marketing.
Did your
to Facebook.
principal actually wear those clothes, or she just
She's
saw
buying
them?
for herself, or she's buying for, for her
Absolutely,
daughter.
she had to actually wear
Ma'am, you're
them,
from
right?
Bhat-
She couldn't just see them on Facebook in a virtual space. She couldn't virtually try them
I'm
out.
not
She
saying-
couldn't virtually pay for them. She couldn't virtually network. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, a human connect is absolutely essential
But the
for
human
any
connect
Where's
operation.
have
the
happened
first step
without
to
You're
human
from
connect?
marketing department?
Yes,
I
doctor.
have-
You know the word of mouth concept?
Yeah,
Yes,
we do.
that's what
So,
works. Ask a farmer.
What reaches you more? What reaches you more? What attracts you more is
Good.
what you see.
You ask me
first.
whether it is costly, ask a farmer, he will tell you. Certainly he'll tell you. A laptop with a connection, internet connection, and it's quite expensive, ma'am. Certainly
And a
expensive.
farmer doesn't design clothes. He's got his own, agricultural business, right?
Yeah,
That's different.
probably it's very difficult
right, yes.
for him to get into Facebook.
You said that you can use you can physically go and find friends. How would you suggest, besides social networking sites? I mean, you can't randomly go to a place and, find them. You need to
How many
have
friends
a
are you going to
reference.
find, ma'am? Please tell me. Give me the numbers.
I mean, I moved here from Bombay and I couldn't have found them in any way. I mean,
Good close friends, you'll be always in contact. You leave your numbers and other thing. Obviously.
not necessarily, but
Okay.
numbers change.
the advantage of-
numbers change. I mean, they could have moved
Mutual
house, changed
contacts.
numbers, and
See,
Except
mutual
the
contacts,
advantage-
like we also spoke about alumni networks. There are people who are connected in the same city with your old friends. There are ways and means in which to find them. At the end of the day, you're really connected to a person only if you meet them upfront and personally. You can't really be connected to a person by just putting up their photo somewhere on the hundreds of friends who are on your list and never saying ever hi to them in,
All right.
in like
Yes,
months
doctor.
together.
See, the answer to this is that the beauty of Facebook is that it addresses a large volume of people at a time. They can always catch up with you later on when they are available. When you try to get somebody one-on-one, it is a beautiful feeling. I don't say no. Number one, we don't have the time for that. Okay, and number two, we would like to actually address a large sector of people, and to whoever it applies, those people get back to you. So I think anything that is time saving and also beneficial is what is the need
All
of
right.
the hour.
Yes, sir. Your question.
Yeah, I think we should be allowed to use these new networks to have an idea about how it works, and we should learn out of it. Why should you not allow us to make hay while sun shines?
I'm a user of Facebook. Like I said, I'm talking not just as a person who's never logged on to Facebook, who's never logged on to Twitter. As Sanjay said in his introduction, I'm a user of Facebook, Twitter, and all the social networking sites, but I also understand, because of using them, what are the potential risks. And that is why I'm here on the opposing side. Otherwise, I would be with them, saying that Facebook is the best thing
Sir,
that
as you
ever
rightly
happened to
said,
the
there
world.
is too much of hair, no shine actually. There is too much of hair, no shine. That's a problem as far as Facebook is concerned.
You go home today and you find your account hacked. So what will your opinion be on social networking?
Too bad for me, okay? I could even get robbed on my way to the bank when I'm depositing 10,000 rupees. It's my unlucky day. It's as simple as that. Why should that luck be targeted only on Facebook?
Yes, Greshan, yeah.
You see, the point is that even if you're hacked, it's again your responsibility as to how much of information you have kept on your site there. Now, if you come into my Facebook and you want to hack me, so please feel free.
All right.
Because you'll get absolutely no information.
Open invitation challenge. Okay. Yes.
You'll get no information.
An Orkut addictor, how can he reduce the time using it? You have a community named Orkut addictor, right? Then how can we reduce the time?
They can't reduce,
usually
they can
sit
only
for 5 or
increase.
6 hours.
It's difficult when you become addict. It increases. It goes on and on.
All right. Yeah.
I'll answer this. Okay, you're talking about addiction. One night for 10 minutes, I was online on Facebook. A teacher who taught me 15 years back sent me a friend request. I accepted the friend request. As soon as I accepted the friend request, I saw her online on the right tab. She said, Manoj, oh my God, is that you? I can't believe it's you. Okay? She asked me for my mobile number. I gave her my mobile number. 10 minutes later, she called me up and she cried for 10 more minutes, saying that she was proud to have me as a student, and she was very happy by seeing all the things that I have achieved and posted on Facebook about myself. That one satisfaction that I got, okay, is much more empowering than all the other disadvantages put together.
Just to add to the minorities section.
Oh, you don't decide minority. The jury is there.
Yeah, using these networks while at job. To the doctor, would you like a doctor tweeting while he is doing a surgery?
See, actually, I will take a call saying that don't use it while at work, wherever it is applicable. Okay, I am just saying that social networking is a good medium by itself. Use it when you're supposed to. If you're not supposed to use it at work, don't use it.
Sitting in my room in Chennai, Anna Nagar, I learned it is raining cats and dogs in Chennai only from a social networking site. So there is the addiction part of it. So we have to take steps.
You don't open the windows.
Yeah, because that's how I moved up.
What about earthquake? When there are tremors felt in certain parts of the city and not in other parts, you get to know through Facebook, right?
I was sleeping that time.
Tremors anywhere in the world.
Yeah, you
I
get
get them on my Facebook.
You said that apart from Facebook or any social networking site, we could probably go physically and meet them. As students, our academic pressure is high. From 8 to like 7:30 in the evening, we are completely into studying. Beyond 7:30, we are not allowed to go out of the house and meet friends. Movies is like once in 3 months, once in 6 months. When do we go out and socialize with our friends? You said once.
You want to ask that question to your teacher here? Why don't you pass her the mic? Yeah, pass the mic to the teacher. I want the teacher to answer that. No, one second. Pass the mic to her.
Play. Let me ask
Ma'am, what are you doing to your students?
I'm also in Facebook.
Okay. All right, JC, now answer.
What I would like to say is that physical meeting is just one way of social contact. Okay, social networking on the net is something else. There are other ways that you can call up people, or you can chat on the phone. You can email people. Again, this is what I'm saying. You can use all the other technologies available. Social networking, let me repeat again for your benefit, your personal information on a public platform, hazard, full stop.
Correct.
I have a question to both of you. You started this vehemently opposing Facebook. Of course, when I sat here, even I had of course, I would not say I was against, but I just wanted to know what was your point. But then now, at this juncture, I would like to know, you're against it because it does not have any kind of protection with our private information, or any other reason also do you have?
It doesn't have a utilitarian value. It promotes a lot of consumerism. It takes care of the memory of your students. The attention deficit hyperactive disorder. It basically games. I can put across n number of negative. Your personal information is stolen. When your students don't like you, your photo will go for a toss.
It gives us more information about the students also.
Oh,
and the proximity
if you have to know your student only through Facebook, I really would like to know what's happening in the school.
I got an update on my wall a few months back that in near my college area, you might see, beware, okay? You might see two people, a man and a woman, dressed in any attire, and they might ask you, they might tell you that they're lost or anything like that. And when you offer money, they'll ask you that they want to come home, and they'll drug you.
Forewarn others.
So,
but this has come in the Hindu newspaper, ma'am. Please read the page number 2.
I'm not on Facebook, and I don't feel like I'm missing anything at all. Like, everybody I know in school is on Facebook.
Finally, we
but
found
I can see them in school. The people who are really good friends of mine, I communicate with them through email sometimes. The people who have left school, I communicate with them.
Are you a school topper by any chance?
Okay.
The thing is, I feel like it gives me enough time to talk to people face to face. I know the people who I communicate with, I know them really well. And I don't feel, if I'm on Facebook or something, I know that people are different from how they are otherwise.
Your final comments as a psychologist.
Recently, my son got married, and none of his friends turned for the marriage. They're not. I asked him why they have not present. He said that all of them, they were sent to their best wishes through Facebook. And this, from distraction, it becomes addiction, and it has now become a compulsive disorder.
See, I teach government school children. Okay, I taught them to be in social networking like Orkut and Facebook, and they were very shy of writing or speaking English. Right now, they have started. They feel so proud that they can write English in Facebook or any social in emails, and they are able to express themselves.
How many of you believe that we should award this debate to the side that spoke for Facebook? That's Dr. Manoj Beno and Gracian Govius. Show of hands. Okay, that's even the jury casting vote as well. All right, that's overwhelming except for, okay, you don't need mathematics to declare, so we declare we award this debate to Dr. Manoj Beno and Gracian Govius. But that's all the time we have for on SL Chennai Speaks Out Season 2 on this particular episode. Thank you very much for joining us. Well, certainly the mantra is Facebook now going to become a necessary addiction or a necessary distraction. That there were cases where people, in fact, posted messages, status messages saying they are enjoying themselves at the Marina Beach, and then later on their Mediclaim policies were rejected because they actually claimed that they were not well. So there have been several of such cases. Also, television channels today have social pages, social links for their own news anchors. I also happen to have one. But clearly, this is a debate that can go on, and even as this debate rages on, those who even oppose Facebook will continue to be on it and derive the best benefits. Having said that, I think what has been almost unanimous is that too much of anything is good for nothing. Do mail us your feedback to feedback@ndtv-hindu.com. Thank you once again for being such a supportive audience. Thank you.